Hi there, it's me, Nobody, and today I want to talk to you about glitches that exist and don't exist in the game anymore. Does that make sense? In other words, we're going to talk about glitches that are not in the game, as well as the glitches that are in the game, because knowledge is power. So join me on this glitch-filled thrill ride. Try saying that 5 times fast. First, we're going to talk about the glitches that have been patched, so we can get those out of the way, you know. Eat the vegetables first so we can eat the meat. The ones that have been patched are the chainsaw glitch, the poison perfume bottles that cause insta-death blight, and well, a few others that you probably already know of. So, let's get to the meat. This first one isn't really a glitch per se because it's kinda useless. But if you equip a weapon with wild strikes, you can do a pivot cancel right as the strike hits with the enemy's hitbox, and it will do like a chainsaw effect. Now this is in fact a glitch, so I'm adding it in there. Is it a good glitch? Nah, not really. Because in order to get it to work, the enemy or boss you are fighting basically has to stand still. You trying to actually pull this off in an actual battle against a boss, well, you'll pretty much do more damage just attacking him the old-fashioned way, rather than, you know, just trying to do this glitch and getting his health bar low at one time, because it's not possible. I tried. I mean, there is probably a way you can do it if you're really dedicated, but I'm not that dedicated, so I'll leave it up to you whether you want to try it or not, but I don't like it. Serving number 2. The Tumble buff glitch still works. So let's say you want to put Death Blight on Needle Knight Lita's sword and cause Death Blight every time you do the Ash of War Needle Piercer or whatever it's called. Well, you can do that. Or if you want to put it on the Magma Blaze and, you know, do the Ash of War where it spins around slinging magma all over the place. As long as they're standing in that magma, they're building up Death Blight, like, really quickly. Some weapons, you know, it works on really well, and some weapons, they don't. I've experimented with a few different weapons, and let's just say, no. It's not really worth doing, unless you use, like I said, Lita's sword or the Magma Blades. It does work on Vik's War Spear, but you'll probably end up killing your opponent before actually causing the Death Blight, along with the other weapons I tried, like Euphoria, which you can only do the Ash of War, which does little Death Blight build up. And if you do the, you know, regular attacks at all, and it gets that buff, it will nullify the Death Blight, so basically, it's not worth it. Don't even try. And I tried a few more weapons, but sadly, nah. Nothing works better than Lita's sword and the Magma Blade, sadly. You take a weapon of your choosing in your right hand and the Eclipse shuttle in your left hand. You two-hand the Eclipse shuttle, you eat your bolus, and as soon as the bolus touches your mouth, you use the Ash of War Death's Flare. And in a quick but slow instant, you must go into your menu and unequip the Eclipse shuttle. Now, to perform this glitch is easier said than done, because you cannot do it too fast and you cannot do it too slow. You gotta find a middle ground in between fast and slow. Eat your bolus, perform the weapon art, and unequip the Eclipse shuttle within a few frames. And with practice, lots and lots of practice, you can do this on command. But like I said, easier said than done. I do have a couple videos that I will put in the description below, explaining how to do this in more detail, to try and help you get the timing right. But it's very hard to explain, so be patient because it does in fact still work to this day. I want to give a big special shout out to Sarakai Souls. You can find her on YouTube at the exact same name, at Sarakai Souls. If that's how you pronounce it, I'm sorry if I'm butchering your name, but that's what it looks like. But I want to thank you for, you know, backstabbing me as I was trying to backstab you, which is crazy. You know what I'm talking about. But I also want to thank you for letting me death blight you over and over for the sake of this video. So be sure to check out her channel, because it's a really great channel. So make sure you give her a like and subscribe, and check out her videos. Show your support. Don't forget to subscribe to my channel as well. Come on now. You know you want to. You get to see lots of interesting stuff here, like murder, and the occasional walkthrough or glitch video. And invasions, lots and lots of invasions, because PvP is fun. And here's a tip for you guys if you didn't already know. By using Margits shackle, you can actually reveal hidden walls throughout the area. So if you're unsure where one might be, you just pop that bad boy and it will automatically reveal itself. You can use these at sealed spirit springs to automatically open them up. And you can use these on any fire trap within the catacombs to make them go down and stop being so damn annoying. Bad fire trap. Oh crap. Yeah, you can either use this to activate them or deactivate them. It's up to you. Or if there's any of those pots in the area that contain bell bearings, you can use this to automatically break them, which is very useful if you don't really know where they are. But now it's time. It's time to glitch the arguably most difficult boss in the whole game. I said arguably. He might not be the most difficult, but he's still pretty hard. To do this glitch, you're going to need a spell, a ash of war, and some rot pots. And of course the mimic bill, which you get from Stormville Castle. But on to the main event. The big steak in the middle of the plate, the one you've all been waiting for. How to cheese Radahn. And it's really quite simple, but very cheesy. First off, you want to make sure you have some rot pots, whether it's regular rot pots or hefty rot pots. You need as many of them as you can carry. And you're going to need the mimic's fill, which is very important. I'm just going to assume you've been to Stormville Castle to get this bad boy. To get unseen form, you have to come here to the Altus Plateau from the Bower of Bounty side of Grace and come to this invisible tower. You examine this little imp statue here, and you will get a Mirage riddle, which if you look at it, kind of weird. It's not really that simple. This first one is going to be right here on the map. So you gotta attack this rock to see the sigil, and then you just touch it, like so. The second one should be around this area right here. As you can see, it's right here on the map before I get attacked by one of those imps. And instead of attacking the imps, you just touch the signal and they'll die. So don't try to fight them, just touch the sigil and go on with your business. The final one should be right here where you started this puzzle. It's just right here, looking at you in the face. The demonstration is actually part of the puzzle. So touch the phantom, and the tower will appear. Now it's time to climb the tower. And then run up to the very top, where you will receive your prize, which is Unseen Blade, and what we need, Unseen Form. To get Assassin's Gambit, you have to come here, to Volcano Manor, which if you didn't know is located right here on the map, right above the lakes and west of the Altus Plateau. Here, after doing a couple missions for Lady Tanith, what's up baby girl, you can run into this room over here to talk to Bernal, this guy, and he will sell you Assassin's Gambit, which is exactly what we need. But make sure you memorize your new fancy spell, Unseen Form, and get you a wizard stick so you can actually cast the spell. And before you go into the fight, you're gonna make sure to cast the spell and then use Assassin's Gambit on whatever weapon you choose to use it on, and enter the fight and just stand there. And eventually Radahn should walk the other way. Just wait a second, let him keep going farther and farther away from you. After about 10 seconds, make sure to reapply Unseen Form as well as Assassin's Gambit. Because if not, the buff will wear off and he will attack you. So after he's walked so far, you just stay along this wall line here. And about halfway here, you need to kind of reapply your buff, which would be Unseen Form again and Assassin's Gambit. And just keep running this way. You keep running along this wall line here until Radahn gets out of view. And this is your safe zone, where he cannot see you, even if the buff just happens to wear off. Now you want to get close enough where you can see his cape. That way you know where to throw your pots. And you want to try to hit the pot on the edge of that cape where it will poison him, without actually hitting Radahn. Because if you hit him, he will notice you were there and he will attack you. So make sure you aim your pots just right, where they hit him, and apply rot. Now you're going to need to apply the rot 2 times. The first time it will take his health bar down to about halfway before he actually goes into phase 2. So you just wait there until he stops taking damage. As you can see, he stopped taking damage. I put on the Mimicsville just because it was getting kind of close to that line and I wasn't taking any chances. But after his health has reached that point, you want to throw another rot pot at the same place, hopefully inflicting rot. And once it's done that, you're going to instantly go back into your Mimicville. So when he goes into phase 2, when you respawn, you will already be in Mimicville form. And he will walk around confused and walk the other way and start blinking erratically. Now it may take a minute, but after a while of him blinking like that and walking toward that archway, he will instantly die and he will be defeated. And you would have successfully cheesed Radahn, getting his remembrance along with everything else. But come on, do you really want to do the last boss of the DLC that way? I mean, he's the final challenge. Why on earth would you want to cheese that guy? I mean, he's just super aggressive and really easy to parry, most times. But he will be super mad at you for trying to cheese him, so do yourself a favor. Don't miss out on this epic fight against Promised Consort Radahn. Because it is quite fun when you get the hang of it. You just have to learn every part of his moveset. Which isn't easy, I'll give you that. But it's a very fun fight.
Did you enjoy this video? Consider subscribing to the main channel at mr.nobody Elden Souls, where it's more focused on invading. Or the second channel at Nobody Elden Things, where its focus is on helping and will be the main hub for invading for dummies. Subscribe to both and I promise you will not be disappointed. Thank you for watching, my tarnished, and we will see you next time.
Like and subscribe or I'll death blight you in your sleep. This message has been approved by the Mayor of Froggytown.